Welcome back. This week we're bringing you exclusive access inside one of the busiest COVID ICUs in West Virginia. Before you bring more of this important story, we want to remind you of a few things. Under ordinary circumstances, most hospitals would not grant this level of access, nor would we seek it. The extreme seriousness of the situation, though, led hospital officials and us to come up to the conclusion that this information needed to get out to the public. While in the COVID ICU, our staff did not enter any patient rooms and did not interfere with their care. Prior to this hearing, WVU medicine officials reviewed all of our footage to ensure patient privacy. Just like many other businesses throughout the pandemic, hospitals caring for COVID patients have been dealing with staffing shortages, particularly among nurses and respiratory therapists. As Don Gray explains, WVU medicine officials tell us those shortages have affected levels of care and are taking a toll on the medical professionals who are providing that care.
We are no longer able to expand and have that additional 2 ICUs. In fact, we can't even staff our overflow because we're short on nurses and respiratory therapists. We've lost a lot of nurses, a substantial amount of the workforce, and somewhat up to 20%. We have over 50 open full-time equivalent positions for respiratory therapy here at Ruby alone, which really impacts our ability to care for people.
It's just such a slow road. Everybody is so sick and they're on the ventilator for so long, and they're just not turning around fast enough. And we don't have any open beds, and we don't have any nurses, and we don't have any respiratory therapists, and we need help. We need more staff and more resources, and it's just very frustrating. This is such a long battle.
We asked the doctors, nurses, and respiratory therapists what it's been like working in the COVID ICU throughout the pandemic.
An emotional roller coaster, really. I used to be able to not ever show emotion or anything, and I can admit there was times that I would have breakdowns. I've seen my coworkers have breakdowns. It's terrible.
It's real. It's a real thing, and we see people die all the time. And I don't know why, but over the past few weeks, I've had some kind of heated discussions with people I've grown up with and, friends of friends, and it's unbelievable some of the things that I've heard over the past couple weeks. Arguments of the so-called virus, and it's kind of demoralizing, really, to be honest with you, because we see it every day, and we hear, oh, that's just what you're being told. Like, no, I work here every day. It's me and a doctor. There's no one else telling me anything. I see it. I see the guy that goes from his chair to his bed and his oxygen saturation dropped to 72, and he can barely breathe. That's real. That's not fake.
Incredibly hectic and stressful. Everybody's here pretty much has COVID in the medical ICU, and you're running into those rooms after donning a whole bunch of PPE to protect yourself and your loved ones, and it's a big responsibility, and it's an uphill battle, it seems like. This whole entire pandemic, a year and a half doing this, it is starting to feel overwhelming, very stressful. It's kind of hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel that you've just been battling so hard to get to.
And what's really sad is to see the younger and younger people who, for whatever reason, had this conception that they would be safe. And I think what really gets to our staff and gets to me is watching the young families and the husbands and wives bringing in children to say their last goodbyes to their mom or dad because they're not going to survive. And it's hard then to walk that back. We're talking 32-year-olds, 45-year-olds. We're not talking, 90-year-olds.
It's definitely hard. It weighs on your heart very heavy. It's one thing to say you got to leave it here at the hospital, don't take it home with you. It's very hard not to take it home with you. My staff will message me when they're home, how's this patient doing? How do they do? Everybody deals with things differently. It's very, like I said, it's very easy to say leave it at work. When you see what we've seen over the past year, and when you see a lot of younger people closer to your own age being so sick, it makes it very hard to find your why, and why are we doing this if people continue to be this sick and they don't get better. That's very challenging, and it's hard, and like I said, it definitely weighs on your heart every day.
So, how do these ICU workers cope? We found that they each have their own methods.
I'll tell you what I do is I tend to sit on my porch and pet my dog, right? And it does impact things. My kids notice that my temper's a little shorter and that you know, the house isn't as clean. Yeah, it does take a toll.
I have a small circle of people that let me talk. I'm a talker, so I talk it out. I have a very loving husband that listens to me talk. I talk to my peers. I let my employees talk. I found that helps, is talking about things.
My motorcycle. I love riding. I ride it to work. I didn't ride it today because it rained, but that's my big way to decompress and being outside. So, music.
They also look for moments of hope, like when a patient is healthy enough to leave the ICU.
That is an amazing feeling. I talked a lot earlier about the patients, the sick, and people dying. Somebody graduating from the ICU is very important because it means they're getting out of ICU. They're getting better, right? That's very important to us. We celebrate that. Like I yelled into the room that you heard me yell in the room to the patient, congratulations, you're graduating from the ICU. We're excited about that. So that's very important to me. That's very important to my staff to see that, because that means their hard work was worth the effort, right? And it means they were able to help make somebody better. So that is very important, especially at a time like this, that we see a lot of patients that don't make it out of the ICU. So celebrating that as a win and a congratulations to that patient is very important.